Hi, this is Enhance Your Beauty with Eileen, and I'm Eileen. Today, I want to show you the art of touch-up. I need a lot of touch-up. I'm blotchy, I'm red, I have lots to touch up. At the moment, I have a little rash because I'm on an antibiotic, which doesn't like me very much. So I'm going to show you what to do about blotchy skin because it's not fun. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shake this up, but it's called Dermablend. It is leg and body makeup, and it's buildable. And it's got a broad spectrum of 25, which isn't great, but it ain't bad either. So I'm going to use this on my horrifically blotchy chest because, as I mentioned, I do have a bit of a rash. Look at this, it's like dreadful. But I'm going to fix it. So I'm going to squeeze a little bit on, and I'm going to just rub, and it doesn't look like the right color yet, but it will, I promise. I tend to like to use my fingers just because I guess I'm just tactile, and I'm lazy, and I don't really like cleaning brushes that much. That's probably the real reason. And as an artist, I've always been an artist, I don't really mind getting my hands dirty. So if you look at this, I'm looking at it myself because I have this enormous mirror behind me so I can see. I can see that I have really cleared up. And then you might want to just take a little dab and just little dots and just kind of blend it in. And if you look at it, it's pretty good. When you considered 5 seconds ago, you saw red blotches. So this is good stuff. And as I said, it's called Dermablend, and I happen to like it a lot. I just made it really dirty. The tube. It's the color I am using at this moment is called Fair Ivory. So I guess I'm Fair Ivory. So now that my chest is taken care of, I'll go for the rest of me. Well, rest of my face. First of all, I do believe always in a primer. Once you get to a certain age, you need primer. I don't care what anyone says, use it. This particular one is a Laura Geller, and it's called Spackle. I guess that's for the cracks. And it's an SPF of 30. That's actually better. And it's a broad spectrum. And I'm going to, I always like to shake stuff up. Shake. I don't quite know why, but I do. Could be because I used paints for many years. And so I'm going to put it on my face and my neck, and voila. Not that you see anything good, it's kind of like whitish, but don't worry, it'll improve. Next, you really want to find a good foundation. You can go through a lot of them and really find nothing particularly good. And there are people, many, who it's kind of like getting the right bra. It's not so easy. You know, you really, if you want the right bra, you really have to go through a lot of bras in order to find the one that actually works well on you. And that's true of foundation as well. So I use a lot of them. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little bit of a foundation whore. I'll try anything once. But I happen to like this one. And this one is a Laura Mercier. And it's got a little pump thing here, which sometimes squirts a little too much, like a mess. But I'm going to just do it in my hand, and I'm going to see what happens. So I'm going to squirt it out, and I'm just going to put it on like so. And already you can see some of my blotchiness disappearing. I will put a little on my neck too. I remember when I was a kid, which was a million years ago, I had a neighbor who lived next door, and she was a lovely woman. She was 40 when I remember her the most, and she had a bun on her head. I'm telling you, it's a long time. And she used to wear this pancakey foundation, but she never put it on her neck. And so it always looked like she had a mask on. And I always remember thinking, don't forget the neck. Don't forget the neck. Otherwise, you're going to look like Florence from next door. So she's gone, so she can't get mad at me at this point. So as I suspected, it definitely did squirt a little bit too much, but I always keep a few little paper towels handy. I don't like getting my regular towels all full of product, because you never know what's in the product. It can make the towel like discolored, and you're just better off using a good old-fashioned paper towel. And this way you can toss it. You don't have to worry about staining your towels, and all is good with the world. So next I'm going to do around my eyes, because I have to. And I really think this stuff is like magic. It's called Radiant Concealer, Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer, and it's by Charlotte Tilbury. And I don't know, you know, I've tried a million different, once again, I'm kind of a corrector whore too. I like to try all kinds. And then what happens is you try all kinds, and then you find the one that works for you. And it's, again, trial by error. And what I'm using, I have to put on glasses for this, is, oh, here we go. 4 Fair. Number 4, Fair. Doesn't mean you're going to use this one. What I would really do is the first time you go in and want to purchase this kind of stuff, because it's not inexpensive, I would go to like a Sephora and I would try stuff on. Just, you know, make believe you're a little kid in like the sandbox, and you have all these toys that you can play with. Now, if you want to be sold a lot of stuff, talk to one of the people who will make you up, and you'll walk out of there having spent $500. But you can go, there are mirrors, you can play yourself. You can just make believe you're face is a walking coloring book, and try it for yourself, and see what looks the best. It's really important to determine whether you're a cool, whether you're a neutral, or whether you're a warm. I'm cool. It took years to figure this out. Years. In fact, that's one thing you could ask someone who works at one of these counters is, when you look at me, could you tell me if I'm a warm or cool, or am I somewhere in between, like a neutral? I'm a cool. So, another paper towel, because my hands are filthy, full of like stuff. And so now I have to look at my eyes. Oh, one thing I kind of really like is I like putting a little dab right in the corners, only because I have this kind of dark thing going on the sides of my nose, and I don't like it. So what I do is I just take a little dab of my friend Charlotte, and I just put it right in the little corners there and here. You know, helps to have a steady hand, I will tell you. But if you don't, there's always applicators. So that's enough of Charlotte. And I'm going to wipe her off because, as I said, you know, I don't love brushes for foundation, primarily because I don't like cleaning them. But you got to clean something sometimes, and therefore I just kind of clean the product off. So in terms of touch-up, there's another little thing I believe in touching up. And that, oh, look at this. I kind of covered pretty much. I do have a little red dot here that I'm being treated for. It could be a skin cancer. It could be nothing. But it's red, and I don't like it. So the idea is to put something on it that covers it a little bit. So what is the opposite color of red? That would be green. So in order to balance out the red blotch, you then apply green. So I am going to, and I happen to have a little right here, green, Color Correct. It's by Revolution, also British, by the way. And again, I just shake it up a little bit, and I just take a little dab, just a little dab, and what it does, really, it's like it just neutralizes that red spot so that I can deal with it. And if you have any other little red areas that you want to remove, I would try the green. And the green really does balance out the red. And so I highly recommend it. And there I am. So the one last thing I want to cover up, touch up, really, would be hair. I don't have really particularly good hair. It's actually not good at all. It's very fine, it's very thin, and age does not improve these things. So what I do is you can buy this on Amazon. It comes in every different name. This one's ceviche. It's just some Chinese stuff, and basically I use a light brown because that's what blends in for me the best. And what I do is I just take a little bit of this. Oh, it has these cute little cushion spongy things. And I just dab a little bit, just a little bit. And I have very fine hair in this area, and it doesn't hold color well because it's so, there isn't much hair. So I touch it up and make it look like I have a little more than I do. Doesn't hurt. And then I go up here and do the same thing up here. Now, it does help to have sort of a three-way mirror type thing in order to see the sides and the back, because you'll need that in order to do a really good job. But I just kind of, it's in between, it's not really even in between colors. It's in between the fact that you can kind of see a little scalp on me, and I'd prefer you didn't. So now I have completed my touch-up, and I can go on to bigger and brighter things like the real makeup. But I'm not going to show you that today. That will be for next time. So, once again, this is Enhance Your Beauty with Eileen, and I, in fact, am Eileen. Thank you for watching.